Welcome to this short video that I've made for you on how to get a free house. Really, a free house. You know, the concept that I'm going to reveal to you will blow your mind. You know, you haven't heard this concept from other real estate gurus out there. So you will definitely learn something new today, all right? So this is how you do it. Okay, so you and I know if you've been investing in the real estate business that some sellers out there are really, really desperate, all right? So, for example, you have the tied landlord, okay, with a property or maybe even several properties that for some reason or another, he wasn't able to take care of them. You know, maybe he ran out of cash. You know, maybe some of those properties got into legal problems, foreclosure, whatever. And then even worse, some of those properties have some code violations, building or health code violations, and the city is not going after them for those violations. So not only are they, let's say, not only are the banks going after them, you know, because they are in foreclosure, but maybe the city is also going after them for some fines that they need to collect. And in some cases, you know, that property might even be near condemnation. Okay, so it could be demolished anytime now by the city. So the seller is really, really desperate. All right, so you and I know that those situations happen all the time, right? And so, but here's the $1 million idea. Okay, you get the seller to donate the property, right, to a nonprofit. All right, so you joint venture with nonprofit. You find that nonprofit for him or her or for the seller. All right, so that solves two problems. All right, assuming the seller is not in foreclosure. Okay, but assuming he has the property free and clear, but it's still a problem to him because the city, let's say, is going after him for building code violations, and he has no money to fix the violation. All right, or to fix the property. Okay, so. So when the seller donates the property, all right, there will be no more problem for him, no more problem property, all right, and this is the cool part. He gets to deduct, okay, the donation against his taxable income. Of course, he only gets to deduct the as-is value of the property. So let's say the as-is value of the property is 50 grand, right? So he donates it, he gets a $25,000 sort of rebate, you know, potentially from the IRS. Now, I am not an accountant or a tax attorney, and so this is not meant to be a accounting or tax advice. So definitely consult your accountant and or tax attorney. Okay, so you know, what you will get back from the IRS will obviously depend on your situation and taxable income. So this is on a case-to-case basis. But the overall concept is you donate something, right? Especially to a recognized nonprofit, then you would typically get, okay, 50% of the value that you donate against your taxable income. So let's say he gets $75,000 back, okay? I mean, right now, you know, because the city is going after him, he's supposed to come up, let's say, with $10,000 or $20,000 in his pocket to pay, you know, to fix the property. Otherwise, the city is going after him for, you know, let's say a $5,000 fine for a code violation, all right? So instead of being fined, now he is going to put money in his pocket because he donated the property to a nonprofit, all right? So what you do then is you help the seller find the right nonprofit, okay? You convince a nonprofit to accept the property, and in exchange, what you will do for the nonprofit is you're going to find a buyer for that property that now belongs to the nonprofit. All right, so you can actually do like, you know, like triple closing in here, in which the nonprofit actually is going to buy the property, all right, from the seller, and then you are going to buy the property from the nonprofit, and then you're going to sell the property to your end buyer in order to generate the cash that you will then pay the nonprofit a, you know, whatever portion. Okay, all right. So for example, in that case, you know, the as-is value of the property is 50 grand, and let's say you bought it from a nonprofit for 20,000, and then you sold it for 30,000, right, to your end buyer, and right there you made 10 grand, the nonprofit made 20 grand, and you know the end buyer gets a property the as-is value is 50 for only 30. All right, so it's a win-win-win-win situation because not only you get a seller who is very happy now that he has no problem. You are able to help a nonprofit, generate cash, okay, put cash in the nonprofit, income statement, all right, and then there's definitely cash for you by facilitating the transaction and being sort of the, you facilitate the joint venture, you buy from the nonprofit, and then you sell it to an end buyer, all right. So this is a wonderful concept, okay, that I teach my students, and I teach it freely. If you go to free reseminars.com, freereseminars.com, you'll find wonderful nuggets of wisdom like this that you can apply in your real estate business right now. So again, go to free reseminars.com.